So let us start. So let's go into Google Chrome. Now we have to do Visual Studio Code. Then after that, go into here, and then you have to go down, and then here. So you have to choose whatever you, and then you have to do it. So I'm Mac, so I'm gonna do this. And since I've already have mine downloaded, basically you have to do this. After you've downloaded, you have to put it onto your desktop or like your applications. So you can just put it in here. Here. And then and I'm just gonna delete mine because I already have another one. Okay, after you've done that, you have to go into Visual Studio, and then now what you have to do is you have to go into extensions, and you have to do live, and it was here. Yes, live server by Ritwik Day. And then what you have to do is install it, and then after that go into the extension settings, and then you have to make it into Chrome. Okay, so yeah, so now what we need to do is we need to go into our desktop, make a new folder, then rename it into whatever you like. I'm gonna rename mine into Visual Studio AshuCodeZ. In this easy, you have to make a folder inside it. Now you can do it. How do I delete this? Open folder. You're going to yes. Okay, so we are done. Now what we need to do, let's create a new file, and let's do index.html. So since this is the starting of a lot of JavaScript syntax, we are just going to be putting into HTML, and I'll be showing you some good cool things you can do with this. So yeah, open, and also you can just do this command minus if you want it to be smaller, and command plus if you want it to be bigger. I'm gonna make it a bit big, not like that. Yeah, I think this will be good. Yes, perfect. HTML, documenting. Okay, so yeah, HTML. Now what you need to do is you need to do heading, title should be, let's just do something like intros to VS, intros to VR. Okay, so next let's do body. So basically in this head you can just link it. Later on in the other videos you have to link the JavaScript and the CSS. So right now let us do the normal. So in this always remember this. If we can actually put, instead of making a new folder, we can actually make a JavaScript we can actually type in JavaScript here and CSS here, but always remember that CSS can only be written in the heading and JavaScript can only be written in the body. So you can just do this style, meaning style.css, and then you can do anything you want. But always remember that even though that we're in HTML, if we put it into style, that means you have to do it like CSS. Like you have to do h1 and then brackets, and then always remember color equals blah blah blah, and you have to do semicolon like JavaScript. So we can open this because we'll need it later. Now here we can just do one thing. We can do h1 AshuCodeZ here. So yeah, now after that we can do script dot, what's going on here? Okay, so anyways, index script, and we can also do slash script. Okay, this is our JavaScript. I'm going to be teaching you a lot of syntax today. So always, instead of like on those other ones, like other languages of coding, you have to do this: int a equals something. Oh, my battery, who cares? Okay, int something equals something. So like int variable a equals a 5, let's just say. But here in JavaScript it's pretty much just straightforward. You can just do var something equals something. I think you know what I'm saying here. So let us do the basics. So you can just put your first name equals Cheetah. So I'm just gonna do Ashu and semicolon. But since this is not a number, you have to put it in quotes. So let's just practice. So we've already made a variable. Now you have to practice doing this line of code. Many developers and coders, basically like coders of Facebook and other apps, they use console.log. This, it means that you display anything onto the console. So let's just go into code.org. Okay, let's just say in our space encyclopedia, which I published a long time ago. Not that long, but well, you get it. So it's called a debug console, debug place, or any other thing. Debug means to like, if there's something wrong with your code, it'll show up here. So basically, if we want to do this, it says over here console.log. We use the same thing in JavaScript. Basically, this is all JavaScript anyways. If we do show text, then this is all JavaScript. And see, these are all functions. So console.log, it means that you display anything over here. So let's go back into Visual Studio. Console.log, and inside the 9 and 0 brackets, we have to put in the message. So here we can do first underscore name. Yeah, so let's go and check, go live. Then we can do inspect console, and it says Ashu. Nice. Okay, now let's go back, and let's just say I want to make that AshuCodeZ here into a blue, and then we can just do this h1, do that, then we can do color, means let's just put some random color. Let's do it black. I'm kidding, no, it'll make no sense. Okay, color blue, and always remember the semicolon. So now that we're done, let's do some more. So we can also do var last name, put it in. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you some syntax we can use. So var full name. Instead of just putting everything in as Ashu Sahu, there's a kind of more complex way, I guess, but it's kind of useful for other things like getting something, like let's just say there's a text input and we want the user to put in their name in there. So we get that text and we put it into and store it into a variable. And let's just say there's another text asking the last name. Then we store it into another variable. Then we can combine both of them and then just say this is your full name, as if they didn't already know. So we can use this var full name equals first name dot concat last name, meaning we're combining both of them. And if we want to do, here it'll just show nothing, and it'll just be like Ashu Sahu with no space, like this. Ashu Sahu. It'll just be like that. So if you want to make a space, then just do this, or this. Okay, and let's just console.log this. Sounded very weird. Let's console.log this. Okay, now we can check that later. So var len. It's just some random variable that I'm putting in. But what if we want to find the length or the number of characters in someone's something or in any kind of string? So we can do this. Var len equals first name then we can do dot length. Perfect. Now let's console.log this. Perfect. Now let's go. Oh, also before that, you have to go into file and also do autosave. And a quick way to save is just do Command S and it will save, or you can also do just the more very lengthier way, I guess. Ashu Sahu. There seems to be no space. So 4, yeah. And Ashu, I think you can already see it's 4. Probably because I haven't made a space. But I guess next time I will now. Okay. And I didn't put a semicolon in the right space, but it still did that. See how advanced this is? Okay. Or probably because of some other reason that I have no idea how. Please tell me. Okay. So var sentence. And this kind of example I'm using is what if we need to replace something with something. Let's just say I love coding and gaming. Okay, now we can do var replace word with equals sentence dot replace, and then in this we have to put in, as this says, we have to do inside what do we want to replace and what do we want to replace that with. So we can, I want to do gaming and replace that with, but since this is a string, this is words, then we have to put in double quotes. Then gaming, I want to replace it with domino and stick tricks. Yeah, and I'm not favoring gaming or domino and stick tricks, I'm just using it for example, okay? Just don't judge. So now we can log this. And we can do replace word. Okay, now let's just go and quickly check. Oh yeah, it's because it counts spaces. I love coding and dominoes and strict tricks. Live reload enabled. Nice. Okay, so it says, okay, yeah, check it. Now I'm just gonna do this. Yes. Now another JavaScript syntax that we can use is, what if we want to make everything uppercase? So let's do this. Var upper name equals first name dot to uppercase. This means that everything will become uppercase, and also you have to put some. OMG, it's Siri. Okay, so first to uppercase. Now the U and the C have to be capitalized. So first uppercase and always the 9 and 0 brackets. Yeah. Now we can log this, and we can do lower. Nope. Upper. Okay, perfect. Now, let's go and check. It's 23. Oh, okay. It's first name. Now it'll work. I'm 100% sure. Okay, so now you try doing the lowercase. Basically, it's the same thing except two lowercase, and also the L has to be capitalized. So I'll just give you 5 seconds to do everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And also you should be going to typing anyways. Okay, so let's do it. So var lower name equals first name dot, oh come on, dot lowercase, oh forgot to, and do this, and console dot log lower name, and then this. Yeah, now let's go and check. Ashu. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna be showing you a lot of math syntax that you can use too. So var sqrt, or let's just do square root equals math dot sqrt, meaning square root. I think you already know. And 9 and 0 brackets, and let's just find the square root of something. Let's just say 6122906 001. Yeah, let's just say this one. Okay, now console dot log square root. Okay, now let's go and do the let's do power. What if the power of something? If we did square root, let's do power. So var power equals math dot pow. Math.pow. Math power, so we have to do the base and the exponent. Let's just say I want to find this is the base, this is the power. So the sad thing is, please don't make this so large and this so large. If you do that, your computer will not be good. It'll say all those gibberish, and I don't think you really need that on your computer. I'm just gonna do this to show you what'll happen. So power as you can see, this is basically just normal brackets, except we're just learning a lot of JavaScript syntax here. You can also use with that. Nice. Wow, it's infinity? This is not true. I'm just going to show you two more. Var max equals math.max, and max means what's the maximum value of all the numbers. So what's the maximum value of what's the maximum value, guys? It's 0, 2. Ding ding ding, you got it correct. No, it's 298 dot log max. Okay. 298. And you guys try to do it. Try to do the minimum. Okay, so I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so let's go back and let's do it. So var min equals math dot min, just some random numbers, and find the minimum of them, and console dot log min. Yep. Hey, perfect. So guys, I hope you learned a lot today of Visual Studio, and this is a software developed by Microsoft. So see you in the next video. Bye.